with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. It has nearly been 2 weeks since the release of the re-recorded version of the island's national anthem, Aruba Dushitera. But the frenzy over this song has not died down just yet. Hundreds of views and shares are still pouring in on social media site Facebook. The mind behind this project, Mr. Jonathan Vieira, tells us a little bit more about his inspiration for this production. The music and television producer Jonathan Vieira is known on the island for his work organizing the Aruba International Film Festival, a multi-day event which welcomes a multitude of celebrity actors, producers, and admirers to the island. Before his start as a producer on the island, this Aruban-born producer gained his experience working with leading entertainment companies around the globe. For the 40th anniversary of Aruba's anthem, Aruba Dushitera, Jonathan once again went big by bringing together over 40 of Aruba's top musicians to remake this hymn. He tells us a little bit about the inspiration for this project.
The motivation came from a conversation I had with the governor, which traditionally we can't disclose what we discuss with the governor. But in essence, basically, we were missing more versions of it or updated recordings of it. So I embarked on the process of getting all the talents involved that I could find and were willing to give a hand with this process.
And the Aruban talents of this project were not the only thing to make it unique. After weighing his option for the ideal location, New York stood out as being the most convenient, central, and budget-friendly destination for this composition. Looking back, Jonathan realizes that the location alone made all the difference in the success of this project.
Actually a good move, because once you move all the people involved to a location, they only have attention to your project. They're not distracted by anything that's happened in Aruba. So for me, that was basically a saving grace for the whole project after the fact. When I look back, I was like, oh, thank God we went to New York. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult.
And this love for their country indeed pushed the artists.
Everybody left that aspect at the door at the studio, and then once they walked into the pit, as we call them, they just did their work, and they worked professionally, and they worked long hours. I was really impressed. Normally vocalists, they go in for a few hours and then that's it, but they held a 12-hour shift at the minimum, and I was really pleased with that aspect.
And now that this video has been released to the public, Mr. Vieira plainly states whatever happens just happens.
I think, whatever happens to this version in the future, may it be, like however they plan to use it, or whoever decides they want to, use this as the version that they want to hear. I always have great respect for what was done 40 years already. This was just a contribution and an honor towards that.
Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See you then.